Yeah, no Rocky. We're not playing that Rocky theme music. Not right now. Not this week. And we love the movie Rocky. We love Creed. We love all about it. We love it all. The Rocky statue, everything. But this Sunday's personal. We want this game so damn bad. I'm sure the Eagles fans want it so damn bad. And we're going to have some fun here with Joe Giglio and Hugh Douglas, former Philadelphia Eagle. I love Hugh. I do love Hugh. Because he'll smoke with Film on Mike. He knows what time it is. Midday Show at 94 WIP. Let me know when we get these boys on. We can talk some football here. We got them on. So everybody in Philadelphia, hello. It's your friends again. Bonte Hill and Joe Shasky.
Bonte, Joe, how you guys doing this morning?
Y'all made it.
Whoa.
About 6 minutes late.
Yeah, we've been waiting.
Hey, man, the calls are booming. Business is booming, man. We blew through the break.
Man,
hey,
y'all was eating wine and cheese. Y'all was over there eating wine and cheeses,
Hey,
man.
Hugh, you heard from Philmo yesterday. Philmo, Mike. It's about that smoke, man. We had to take a smoke break. That's why we would love to smoke with you, because you get it. You get it.
No. I'm not going to let you do this. My partner over here is easily bribed. No. We're not doing any of this.
Okay, fine. I ain't got nothing to say, but it is the yay area.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
That's my guy, Hugh. Man, you can come over here all day long. I know you don't really.
No,
you know
not
the
this
out
weekend.
there.
You're not going to get me.
Don't let
this
him
is
do it.
hate
We already got you, Hugh.
This is hate week.
You can't even hate us, Hugh.
This is hate. No, we can smoke after we beat y'all though. We can do that after
a victory, which will be an Eagles victory. So what are you guys doing this week? You guys a little nervous about this game?
Not really. Why would we be nervous?
Yeah, not
What's
really.
What's to be nervous about? It's a regular season game,
dude.
It's a regular season game.
But this is for all
number one seed.
This, yeah, number one seed.
You guys will still be in first place. I know math is hard out there in Philadelphia, but if 1 + 1 = 2, if you guys lose, you're still a game up on us. So you would still have home field advantage.
So you're conceding the 1 seed on December 1st.
I'm not doing that at all. I'm just saying, as of December 1st, if you lose, you're still in first place.
Had the Buffalo Bills lost that game, this would have been a bigger game, I feel like, for everybody. You guys got the cushion. So
hold up, dog. Don't try to downplay how big this game is.
No, it's a huge game. We want it.
We want it bad.
We want it. It's a measuring stick game.
Because y'all been talking trash for a whole year. How does it feel to have Philadelphia Eagles living rent-free in y'all head for like a whole year?
I can't stand you guys. I want something. But you know what? It's not that bad, because 2 weeks later, you were as depressed as we were. So it's all good. We finished in the same boat. We're the first loser. We're the second loser. And I show you a good loser. That's a loser.
Are you guys deep down?
That ain't funny.
No, it's not. Deep down. Are you embarrassed by how much whining your team has done since that game? Be honest with us, because from a distance, it feels ridiculous,
it's bad.
guys.
It's pretty bad.
From the podcast to the Debo stuff. Also, when Debo was on CBS Sports Radio and had to bring his handler in to get him off because he was...
What was her name? Sharon?
Ashley, maybe?
Ashley?
Whatever her name was. I mean, guys...
Ashley!
Are you embarrassed by how much your guys whine?
There's a variety of bitterness across the board, Jimmy Garoppolo included, for not suiting up in that game. I mean, I think there are layers to the anger of a Niner fan, and just losing in horrific fashion at the end, year after year after year, after not getting a Super Bowl for 30 years. So there's a lot baked into it. But guys, we just feel like we were all robbed, because you guys deserved it in terms of knocking the guy out, of seeing if Brock Purdy can do it. Can he do it on the road against an elite team and do it in adverse situations? We know you can front run, and we think he's a good player, a really good player, but he has to check something off the box. Win in Philly with the whole entire country watching, when the team is down a little. We want to see it, and I kind of want to see it in bad weather too.
So it feels like they feel like they about to take the series.
I think. Well, you know what? We've been talking about that all week. That part on Brock Purdy, that he's done a lot. I mean, we went over the numbers. I mean, Dick Vermeil was on this station this morning and compared the story and kind of how this is happening to Kurt Warner. So there's obviously the kid could play a little bit, but we've been talking about that, and he just hasn't performed when trailing in games. I mean, is it because is it Shanahan? Is it him?
They've been kicking butt.
Why isn't it working?
They've been kicking ass.
Yeah.
You start off fast, you get big leads, and then you just run the ball out in the fourth quarter. That's how you should win. Whenever they're healthy, Joe and Hugh, when Debo's healthy, when Trent's healthy, and they got the full complement of weapons, they're scoring over 30 points a game. These games haven't even been close. They've been dissecting teams. So do we want to see them come back? Sure. But like the Niners of the 90s, games over at halftime, I'm cool with that too. A win to win.
Well, they were also out.
I'm definitely with that.
They were out Trent Williams, and they were out Debo Samuel, and that took away their identity. Because Trent Williams, I mean, Hugh, you know this. I mean, he is the lifeline on that offensive line, and so when he
punched
goes,
Richard Sherman in the face like 10 years ago. He's a beast. He's an animal.
Exactly.
He's definitely an animal.
And so when you're missing him, that's a Hall of Fame player. They're not a great offensive line outside of him.
But here's the thing, like we all talk about, and you guys have talked about how if Brock Purdy was playing, that the game would have been different. but your defense still gave up like 30-some points. What do you say about that?
Well, that was a 7-7 game in the second quarter.
And I thought early in that game, by the way, Shanahan not challenging that Devontae Smith catch was just embarrassing. I'm yelling in the stands, challenge it. We're screaming he doesn't challenge it. But it's a 7-7 game, and there's a 3rd and 7 in that game. I thought it was very pivotal. That's been slept on. Jimmy Ward got called for pass interference on A.J. Brown. It was within the 5-yard box, and I thought it was a very ticky-tack call in a physical game like that. And that kind of flipped the momentum to Philadelphia. They go on a long drive. It's still 14-7. A minute 36 left in the game. Debo almost breaks the tackle. Their hurry-up offense. And then Josh Johnson fumbles a snap. And right then and there, it was like, oh, that's the game.
Curtains.
2 touchdowns there in the last 2 minutes of the first half, and that was the game. So I thought the game was closer. Once you got to the second half, Josh Johnson wasn't doing anything. He wasn't rallying from a 14-point deficit against that defense. So I thought the game was a lot closer in the first half than what the score indicated. But it is what it is.
Yeah, but once Purdy went out, the game was effectively over. I mean, you guys were not winning with Josh Johnson playing quarterback. We're crossing over with the guys out in San Francisco, Joe Shasky, Bonte Hill. All right, guys, so the big thing this week is going to be obviously some home field advantage in front of the best fans in the NFL. Would you agree with that? Home field we got, and we got the best fans in the NFL this week?
The best fans in the NFL.
I love when you
best
without question.
It's hilarious.
Why not?
I mean, it's without question. You guys got to experience that last year. The best fan base in the NFL.
If you say so, man. If you say so. We saw you the next day. You saw us the next day.
Y'all were a little shook.
No, I was ready to get, because, while we were in our seats, I felt like I was at the Ritz-Carlton. I was like, man, these sightlines are great.
Hugh, you were dapping us up in your sweatpants in that tiny little, in that closet.
I was, first of all, I wasn't in the closet.
You were in that small little broadcasting room. You were giving us love.
They were pajamas. I had on pajamas. Big difference. They were pajamas.
I mean, we went through the same thing Joey Bosa went to. Went through, but they were taking selfies with us. It was all good in our seats. I had a great time. The stadium's really good. Lincoln Financial Field.
I did enjoy the stadium.
It was nice. I love getting in and out, but throwing things. Iskabibbles was really good. I love Broad Street, but some of the things that was said.
Y'all ain't coming back. Y'all ain't coming this weekend.
Look, you guys don't understand this.
Wait a minute, Joe. We about to get it. We about to get it. What had happened was.
No. What had happened was my daughter's birthday's on Monday. I can't miss out on my daughter's birthday.
You
guys are dads. You know what time it is.
I get that. That's all good.
I tried to pull a 24-hour trip. I was going to take a red-eye Saturday because I also do the Warriors pre- and post-game show on television.
Humble brag.
I got to tell you guys. So I was going to take the red-eye.
TV star on the station.
I was going to take the red-eye, get out to Philadelphia, but I was like, I can't risk missing my daughter. I would have been on the couch for a month. Relationship probably would have been over. I can't do that. So hopefully, if it does happen in the NFC title game, I'll promise you we'll be out there.
All right, good. But listen, this week's got a lot of chirping going on. The teams, I mean, even you guys, Joe. Yesterday, you wake up. I wake up. The first thing I see, you're ripping Philadelphia.
Of course,
you got some sort of theory on most fans are from Delaware. Delaware County's a suburb in Pennsylvania.
And who was you calling little man?
Oh, I was called John Marks. That's a little.
Yeah,
we knew it. I just wanted to hear you say it.
Come on. The little guy wanted. Look, this got nothing. Hey, Joe, Hugh, Bubble Bad Boy, Joe the camera. This the beef. We got the beef with you guys. I don't even know who this guy is.
We knew what you was talking about. I just wanted to hear you say it.
There's a lot of Twitter fingers over there at that station.
He needed attention.
A lot of Twitter fingers.
Hey, listen, he needs the attention.
I live life in the real world.
His wifey and 3 daughters aren't giving him attention, so he wants to tag us every day. I'm like, I don't even know who this guy is. It's a little soccer blogger who doesn't know football's talking, so he made it a whole different deal. Forget him. I'm talking to some real ones right now. Joey, Hugh Douglas.
Clip that off.
I think the whole thing's getting clipped off. Whole thing. But you know what? Listen.
Hey, on the real, Joe, before you continue, WIP, I'm expecting the next payroll when it files through, digital and on air. I should be getting some sort of royalties because you guys have been clipping all my material for the last 7 months. How much content have the two of us provided to the entire WIP Cup family?
Wait, hold on a second.
Because they be crying out there in the bay.
You had Eskin on yesterday. You had Marks on. We're on with you guys right now.
It's a push.
Yeah, it's a push.
It's a push.
I'll meet you in the
Cry Eagles Cry. You guys are clipping Cry Eagles Cry in August. We made that video the day after the Super Bowl.
We made that in February.
That song was one of the dopiest things I've ever heard on radio.
You guys love that.
It was so dopey, the Cry Eagles Cry thing.
It was one of our highest rated shows ever. I'm not going to lie. So thank you, Philadelphia.
Well, that's good. You take that and run with it. But guys, listen, here's what we got to do. We got to stop the low-life scumbag thing about Philadelphia fans. We haven't crushed your fans once. You guys will crush, and maybe one of your dummy callers that calls in us, but you got to stop it. Like, Philadelphia fans, the way you've painted everyone for the last year, it's wrong. I mean, that's whatever your experience was. That's not everyone here, guys.
I get it.
We had a video, but here's the problem. We know it's not everybody, but we had a video. We have millions of videos actually out on our social media page of walking into the stadium. It's not one person. It's a parade of people in the parking lot firing things from 2 lots over at a bunch of Niner fans walking into the stadium. Come on. We all agree
but we
that's
also
low-level behavior on any fan base.
We also see it with other fan bases.
Our
where
fan bases
guys
does
are coming
it too,
in, kids flipping them off. But you know what?
Morons.
It's not classy. I don't condone stadium fighting. I don't condone throwing beers at everybody. I'm just trying to watch a football game and chill because, there's some people out there, if you talk to them the wrong way, that's where fights happen. Guys get liquored up. Guys maybe are high, and you start talking and calling them names, things happen. But not all Philadelphia fans are class. Well, there's a lot of good Philadelphia Eagle fans. I'll grant you that, Joe.
There's times. And listen, none of us condone fighting or anything ridiculous like that at a game. But if I recall last year, you were on this show, right, the old Midday Show, and I believe Joe DeCamera told you guys, don't wear those jerseys in.
We tried to tell y'all.
He tried to tell you guys.
No. He didn't just tell us that. He didn't. Let's add context because this is where things are getting misconstrued. The little fella has no idea what the story is. The little fella keeps talking about that. You told everybody what you're saying. Joe DeCamera, Hugh's from the. I know Hugh's cut from the same cloth. By the way, it looks like Hugh Douglas is wearing a Niners beanie. By the way, on the Zoom, Phil.
First of all, that's an Eagles right there. That is an Eagle.
Can you see me? You see that?
No, I said the beanie. The beanie. What is that beanie?
Like a big turkey.
That's Buc-ee's.
See, y'all know nothing about Buc-ee's. This is a Buc-ee's beanie.
Oh, okay, Buc-ee's. All right.
You never heard of Buc-ee's?
It's like fried chicken, right, or something like that?
No, it's like the most awesomest gas station on the planet.
Oh, wow.
It's like it's a southern thing. I brought
to be fair, most people here don't even know about Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's sounds like my kind of place, though. I like Buc-ee's, but no, Hugh knows what the time it is. Joe DeCamera said, if you wear your jersey, you're going to die. And I'm like, really? Well, not only am I wearing my jersy, I'm telling you where I'm sitting.
That's a challenge.
When I got to Lincoln Financial Field, and Eagle fans are like, oh, my God, it's really you guys. You guys are really here. And next thing you know, there was a selfie here, a selfie there, pictures here, pictures there, and it was all love. But you can't challenge us like that because we're not from the burbs or anything like that. We're like, wait, what? You're going to tell us we're going to die? No, I'm rocking my jersey. So that's where it started. So make sure you explain that to the little fella.
Hugh.
You can't do that, man.
Christian McCaffrey, last game, he was kind of negated. You guys didn't fall for any of the play action. We didn't have we couldn't even throw a forward pass last game. Christian McCaffrey, I believe, is a first ballot Hall of Fame talent. Now, you got to put the resume together. You got to play for 15 years. There's a lot you got to do. But in terms of talent, this guy has 29 touchdowns in 25 games as a 49er. How are you guys going to slow this guy down? Because I'm looking at the middle of the field, and I see Kittle, and I see CMC, and I'm asking myself, what is the personnel that they have? I know they acquired Byard. He's an excellent player. What's the personnel that they have to counter the middle of the field attack with CMC and Christian McCaffrey?
You know, it's funny that we talked about that a few weeks ago. The linebacker play for the Eagles has been kind of suspect, and tight ends have kind of feasted. And then when you add those two guys together, that is somewhat of a challenge. But I know he's on the other side of the ball. We got Jalen Hurts, man. And I know you guys have been watching the games.
Hey, he's a baller.
You've seen how Jalen Hurts has been playing. He has snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. So that's what we got. That's the answer that I have to this. This defense they've had their moments where they've played well, but to your point, tight ends have feasted on this defense. It's going to be a tough task, but like I said, we got Jalen Hurts, and if he's out there and we have the ball last, I like our chances about winning the game.
Joe Giglio, Hugh Douglas, Sports Radio 94 WIP. This has been a fun crossover. You gonna let that go, Joe? No, we're going to Giglio. They keep telling me Giglio. What is it? They told me 3 different things in my ear.
I'm hearing yesterday that I'm going to mispronounce your name. I'm getting it right here. Bonte Hill.
Yeah, I know.
See, it's not that hard. We get it right.
Hey, my aunt does the same thing to him.
My boy just told me that. So I'm sorry, man. My apologies. They told me different.
That one. Sorry.
Yeah, there it is.
See, Bonte's got the green dot helmet on. You know what I mean? He's mispronouncing things.
Right. They're telling me one thing. I'm saying anything. But no, seriously. You talk about Jalen Hurts, and I give it to you guys. Winning at Arrowhead Stadium was damn impressive.
Those might be the two best wins of the season.
17-7. Winning that game last week without Lane Johnson, Fletcher Cox leaving the game. And that's the one concern I have. There's a concern that's the right side of the Niners offensive line because that big Philadelphia Eagles front. I remember we were at the game last year, and we're like, look at Jordan Davis from Georgia. Damn, look at Fletcher Cox. Javon Hargrave was there at the time. Now you guys got Jalen Carter, and I have a conspiracy theory that Howie Roseman smeared Jalen Carter's name so he could slip in the draft so you guys could replace him. And I'm thinking they just got another 10-year all-pro defensive tackle, and he's a rookie. And so that can Brock Purdy get time to throw the football, and can they run the ball against that Eagles front? Because once you do get to the linebacker core, yes, that is a weakness, and the secondary has been a weakness, but it's about the boys up front in a game like this, Hugh and Joe. I believe it's always one in the trenches, big games like this.
Well, it is. Jordan Davis has been incredible. Guys, Carter, you mentioned, has been incredible. Here's my question for you. Can you guys cover on the back end? Because your receivers are good. Ayuk's really good. And Debo, he can still play a little bit.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's not as good as used to be.
Why don't you like Debo?
Devontae and AJ. We have the advantage here at wide receiver by a lot.
What?
Why don't you like Debo? I'm just curious. No,
he used to be good.
Listen, I don't dislike Debo. But when you call somebody trash, man, you got to get slapped across the lips on Sunday. That's a lip slapping. That's a lip slapping offense. That Brandon, that was a damn, I forgot.
Bradbury?
Bradbury. I said Brandon Bradbury. I was about to say, yeah.
Think about Brandon Ayuk, how he's going to cook you.
Yeah, that's what I know.
We were actually thinking about the Cortland Finnegan, Andre Johnson thing. He needs
the Cortland Finnegan. He needs the Cortland Finnegan.
David Boston Seawood. That's what I want to see. Back in the day. No, but let me answer this one to you, Joe. Look, the back end of the secondary has been suspect for the Niners at best, right? They've made some personnel changes. They got Diamond Lenore in the slot. They bring Ambry Thomas in on third down. He plays on the outside. Charvarius Ward has been up and down all year. A lot of holds in every single game, but he's coming off maybe his best game of the season. I think easily his best game of the season, where he just locked up DK Metcalf. Now, the Niners just suppressed Geno. He looked amazing last night. He did not look like that a week ago. I am very worried about Jalen running around because quarterbacks who scramble have always given us fits with this wide 9 front, and then the secondary being able to cover for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds downfield with all of the penalties they've accumulated over the last year, with Devontae being as hot as he is right now, and with your boy.
Hold on.
I mean, come on.
Hold on. You started to sound scary right here, Chasky. You started to sound scary right here. Let me bring it back here. Let me bring it back here.
And reasonably so. He's an MVP candidate.
Since everybody made a big deal about Steve Wilkes being in the booth and coming down to the sideline. Well, he's come down to the sideline. Defense played a lot better, allowing Jacksonville to only score 3 points. That was impressive. And then Diamond Lenore is playing nickelback. Nickelback was a problem for this team in the first 8 games. Isaiah Oliver was getting cooked left and right. Couldn't handle speed. So now Ambry Thomas is playing one corner, and he's playing a lot better. Had a pick last week. Charvarius Ward had his best game last week against DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf couldn't do anything against Charvarius Ward. You saw the way DK Metcalf cooked the Cowboys last night. And so then it comes down to the front four. Ever since Nick Bosa got his best friend, Chase Young, involved in the play, traded over from Washington, this defensive line has been humming. So if there's one concern, it's setting the edge, because last year in that NFC title game, Miles Sanders, Gainwell, Boston Scott got on that edge and killed them in the run game.
They ran all over you guys.
Yeah, they ran all over him on the edge. So outside containment, keeping everything contained inside so those linebackers could clean things up. We get the pass rush. I'm not worried about Jalen Hurts running around because he'll get sacked left and right.
Hugh, they sound worried to me. What do you think?
A little bit.
worried.
I was surprised.
I think it's respect. We respect how good the Eagles are. I mean, come on. You guys have had a dominant season. You're coming off of 2 of the best wins maybe in the NFL, and you did kick our butt last year in the NFC Championship game. You got to have respect. I mean, if this wasn't an equal match, you wouldn't be so hyped.
Best fan base, best team, best crowd. You guys said it. So, an NFC title game rematch.
We didn't say that.
It did.
We didn't say that. You don't have the best fans. I'm trying to keep it cool on the fans. We had some of your fans call yesterday. I was like, damn, these dudes, did they get through the first grade?
We heard you were running from them. They called in.
Chuck from Mount Airy is not happy with you.
Oh, Chuck was dumber than rocks. That's why.
If that's your legend, you better step your game up there, bro.
Listen, hold on. I was gonna ask if your star player on the Giants ever hit a home run for a fan, but you guys don't have a star player on the Giants. I can't. I guess you don't. Yeah, you don't have one. But Bryce Harper hit a home run for Chuck and Mount Airy. You know that happened.
I know. Actually, we kind of love that.
Bryce Harper win the World Series.
Bryce Harper talking about how he listens to sports radio. I was all in on that.
The Phillies win the World Series?
On that.
Y'all lost to the Arizona Diamondbacks.
You ain't got to do that.
Y'all lost to the Arizona Diamondbacks. They're not afterthought in the NL West. I mean, come on. You guys can't even win the World.
At least we have a relevant baseball team.
Oh, that's
your
great.
team, other than 1 year, it's been nothing for like 6 years now.
It's been kind of dry out there, Barron.
We got the Niners and Warriors who carry everything around here.
You got the Warriors to carry it. They're
not even. Where are they? They're not even in San Fran, are they?
Good for a decade.
They're not
a decade.
San Fran.
They've been to 6 finals.
Well, Mike, Hugh, listen, Hugh, you're allowed to the smoke session, Hugh, when you come out to the Bay Area, but you cannot say San Fran. It's the city or it's Frisco. It's never San Fran.
But it's San Fran on the map, though.
No. San Francisco on the map. San Fran is code for, he's not really from here. Yeah, we don't like that. It's kind of cringy.
He ain't about that life.
Hugh, come on, man. We want you to smoke the best cookies in the world, man. Come on, Hugh.
They're trying to win you over. That's what everyone's
We got Hugh already.
He's
on board. Hugh's on board.
I already had you.
You guys,
this game, we could talk about it.
after a win by the Eagles. All right, guys, listen, we appreciate you hopping on. Have a good rest of your show.
Hey, you guys are good, man. This was a lot of. Tell the little fellow we said hello. You guys are welcome back anytime. We love you, Joe and Hugh.
Tell Philadelphia we're coming, and we're coming strong.
All right, you guys are dopes. We'll talk.
That's Howard's word.
Oh, man, that was a lot of fun, man. Hugh Douglas, Joe Giglio.
My guy was reverting to baseball. What does he think he's me?
Yeah, he basically is you. He basically is you. Baseball. We got some baseball talk. Come on, man. I wasn't expecting that. It is a Football Friday brought to you by First 5 California. To learn 4 things you can do to overcome toxic stress, go to first5california.com.